Enemy personal radar overhead. We have a personal radar drone. UAV is ready for flight. We are...
Hey guys, Major Cade here, and I got some pressing intel for you. But before we begin, I do want to let you know that the Double Tap Show goes live on Twitch every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Link in the description below. I also post new content to this channel every week, so make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn your notifications on to stay up to date when new intel goes live. Now with that out of the way, let's debrief. This is going to be a very different video than what we usually do here on this channel. Actually, it's a video I should have done first. You're also going to see me use almost every single tactic that we have talked about on this channel up to this point. Except for the hand over fist gunfire technique, because I don't hit the gulag on this one. But you're also going to see how they kind of mold together and what, non-cut gameplay looks like. Of all these different ideas and concepts meshing together. Maybe even some that we haven't talked about yet. This video has no case studies. It has no reversals. It's not even so much of a strategy, but more of me being open with you guys. And sharing why this channel got started in the first place and where does everything come from. It's more of an open monologue than my traditional, how can I say this, learning commentary, if you can call it that. But regardless, I hope you guys enjoy. After studying the great generals throughout time, the likes of Kublai Khan, Miltiades, Alexander the Great, and Napoleon Bonaparte, I saw trends. I saw maneuvers, tactics, strategies that were shared among different battles and in different points of history. And then I decided that maybe, just maybe, I can apply this to my gameplay. But the deeper I dug into this rabbit hole, the more arsenal I had. An arsenal I used to shape the war the way that I see fit. When I came up with the idea for this channel, it was never meant to be a guide. It was made with the end goal of helping people better operate in the war zone, to see the battlefield as a battlefield if they wanted to. I've been fascinated by war for a very, very long time. It's high stakes at every moment from the second the campaign begins. But my interest soon shifted from the conflict and the intensity to the mind behind it all. The governing body responsible for the retreat or the victory. There's a specific story that did that for me, and here's a very, very brief summary. In 405 BC, the Persians were going to invade Athens. The Athenians who decided to not fight at Athens, which was an easily secured fortress, by the way, as it was known that the city was infected with Greek sympathizers that would sabotage Athens from within and turn the city over in exchange for peace and political power. The Athenian general Miltiades suggested that they should meet the Greeks at Marathon, nearly 25 miles away. Outnumbered 2-1, the Athenians knew that Marathon would be their last stand. They departed with the entire force, leaving the city of Athens unprotected. If they failed, their family and friends would fall with them. Before arriving, scouts informed Miltiades that a large part of the cavalry was set for Athens by water. A journey that would take 8 to 12 hours, depending on the tide. Miltiades wasted no time. Knowing of the superior archery of the Persians, he sent his army on a steady march towards the enemy. When they were in the range of the archers, they kicked in a full sprint. The Athenians were superior in hand-to-hand combat, so their line was thinner at the front and heavier on the sides, allowing the Persians to push the center line back. But the heavy sides defeated their part of their resistance with ease, then turned towards the center, performing the envelopment maneuver. In short, Not a single soldier survived. But with no time to rest or celebrate, they now had to sprint back to an undefeated Athens to meet the rest of the Persian army. They ran non-stop for 25 miles throughout the night. When the Persians arrived at the dock of Athens, they saw the Athenian army standing, waiting, caked in mud and blood, and they retreated. What I take from that is not the Athenian army was better in combat, nor do I stand in awe at the underdog story. What I like the most is the man behind it all, the strategist, who outperformed, outplayed, and outmaneuvered an army twice its size. And the fact that fear is a very malleable weapon. Strategy, to most of us, is just another form of tips and tricks. But real strategy, to a lot of people, is either non-existent or they see it as a series of steps to be followed towards an end goal. Now, the content on this channel is meant to be digestible and applied to very specific situations. But I make you a promise. On here, I will never share a tactic that cannot be used in real time. And that's why those case studies exist. They serve as real-life examples in public environments where the tactics are applied. But some tactics can be mixed, and that's why this video exists, The Mind at War, which is not so much of a strategy, but a mindset. It is to look at the events that are happening and adjust both your gameplay and your movement to satisfy the situation at hand. To be free-flowing instead of rigid. These tactics and strategies are not the secret formula for success. People usually want the recipe for victory handed down to them by some all-knowing guru. They seem to think of it as if I do A and B, I will get C. With C being the win. True strategy, however, is positioning yourself to have more options. To be able to do A, B, or C in any order. I feel like the last 5 episodes have laid a good groundwork. From now on, we're going to start to build on those tactics. And maybe incorporate them into some other ones to make a deadly combination. But I'll leave you with this, which is something that I read today from the 33 Strategies of War, one of my favorite books by one of my favorite authors, Robert Greene. Look at things as they are, not as your emotions colors them. Fear will make you overestimate the enemy. Anger will make you impatient and lead you to rash actions. Overconfidence, the one I personally suffer the most from, will make you underestimate the enemy and close off your options. And last, and the most dangerous one of them all, is that of being complacent. It will make your gameplay dull and predictable as it's based off past successes. The mind needs to be a clean slate. Every engagement is different. Every match is different. Hit that reset button every time and forget about the last match. Whether you won or ended up getting the 98th place, that's all over now. If not, you will be doomed to repeat the same mistakes. That's all for me. I'll see you in the AO, even if you can't see me.